IBM and their anti-white policies. Now let's do some investigating because I heard about this on the PBD show, Patrick Bet David, and they had Charlie Kirk as a guest. Y'all know, here we go. Y'all know this Charlie Kirk is one of the leading voices in the conservative, youth movement. So let's see what he's talking about. James O'Keefe exposes IBM's anti-white agenda during AmFest speech. All right, let's see. James O'Keefe took the stage at Turning Point USA's 2023 America Fest in Phoenix on Tuesday. During the presentation, O'Keefe revealed messages in response to his last report on IBM that revealed anti-white materials at the company. The presentation followed the theme of this conversation the night before, which added more into a December 11th report when he leaked a video of IBM's CEO speaking about hiring quotas based on race for DEI. Let's hear what Charlie Kirk has to say about this. I gotta go get my headphones real quick. Sorry, y'all. One sec. So, before we get into the video, I do already have my rebuttal, and it's not really what you would think it is, man. It's kind of a matter of fact type of rebuttal, but let's hear what's going on. Let's hear what's going on. Because this word anti-white's being thrown around way too much, bro. All right. See if I can get this to work.
Tell us about this. Is one of the most important stories you have published in quite some time.
Thank you, Charlie, and thank you, Tim, and nice to see you again, Tucker.
Great to see you, James.
I think that this story is remarkable because usually there's a couple people that maybe come to me. Now there's been 150 people within IBM that have come forward. 150. Wow. And I'm going to break something right on your show here. Well, I'll post it on X, so I guess I'll break it on X and also on your show. And this slide says, how does whiteness work? This is an IBM internal document. I talked to you a little about it, Tucker, but it's the Red Hat, which is the subsidiary of IBM, and it says, quote, whiteness constructs the game, hides the rules, then rigs the game over and over again. It's this slide that they give out inside IBM, and so there's really kind of an explosion of whistleblowers coming forward. It's very encouraging, and I think that that could have a real effect in 2024. I think the whistleblower is going to be very important, encouraging.
Jump in real quick.
So there's really kind of an explosion of it's this slide that they give out inside IBM, and so there's really kind of an explosion of whistle game over and over again. It's this which is the subsidiary of IBM, and it says, quote, whiteness constructs the game, hides the rules, then rigs the game over and over again.
Well, I just want to jump in and say for that statement has actually been proven true. I don't want to say whiteness, but the people of America that colonized this country, that's exactly what's been done, and they've been caught doing that. They construct the rules, and then rules for thee, not for me, right? That's exactly what you're saying.
Game hides the rules, then rigs the game over and over again.
I mean, we could talk about $5 Indian, where American colonizers pretended to be Indians. After making the rule that if you're an Indian, you get land, then they went and took the land. I mean, let's keep watching.
It's this slide that they give out inside IBM, and so there's really kind of an explosion of whistleblowers coming forward. It's very encouraging, and I think that that could have a real effect in 2024. I think the whistleblower is going to be very important in 2024. People on the inside with access to what's happening.
Yeah, so, I'm fairly optimistic. Right. I got to be honest. I mean, with what you're saying, especially, but we just have to be vigilant.
Well, it's almost like the first person, he has to take an extreme leap of faith, and then everyone else will follow. But this is the sort of whistleblowing in numbers, in big numbers. I've never seen that before, and it's very encouraging to me. But someone has to come forward first, and that person is still within IBM. IBM Deep Throat is still there.
What the heck?
So I'm very encouraged by that, Charlie, because usually it was a couple people, but it's hundreds. And I think that that's going to be a taste of what's to come.
And the CEO has responded, right, James?
CEO.
So we have whistleblowers in the IBM company giving out this information. Now, I want to address what I said. This is true of the American colonizers constructing the rules, mixing them up, and then that's what people do, right? That's one of the plays on how you stay on top. The fact that it's being given out in this company, I mean, I don't know. Again, I'll have my actual rebuttal after this is over, because let's just keep watching.
Was on an all-staff meeting.
A foreigner who became an American, Arvind Krishna.
Because he said if you hire white people, or there's too many Asians, will dock your bonus and terminate you. So then he gets on an all-staff call last week, and he says, there's this video that came out, of me, and I said these things, and he's talking to tens of thousands of people, and he says, don't give this any oxygen, don't give this any response. And that was recorded and leaked and published.
Yeah.
So the CEO is telling everyone inside the company, don't respond to this. So I don't know what they're going to do now. They can't fire 100 people.
This is building culture. And the message, James, you've spread for a long time of be brave has reached a lot of people. And if everyone holds that within their hearts that they will always be brave and stand up for what they believe in, we need not worry about this in 10 years. But that's hoping.
In numbers. I think people need to do it in numbers.
If anyone's watching, to connect all this together, we need more whistleblowers in these AI companies right now. We need whistleblowers right now in these AI companies to come forward with what's really going on, how advanced is this technology. We don't know enough. We had one, didn't you, Tucker? Didn't you have a Google whistleblower that said it already reached singularity?
Yeah. And yeah, it's been happening like so many trends in our society in slow motion.
Yo, by the way, I don't trust Tucker Carlson. I don't trust him one bit. The reason why I don't trust him is because he's the perfect guy. He has the perfect. He's the perfect movie character of the good politician guy. Right? He's kind of got that, underachiever type of energy. I'll have to do more research on him, but they're talking about Tucker Carlson possibly being the next vice president, which that seems like a big play. And I mean, that's fine. Tucker Carlson can be vice president if they want, but this dude doesn't really seem like he's.
And you sort of see it and you register alarm, and then like deep ominous dread, and then you sort of move on to the next unfolding crisis. And it doesn't feel like anyone can pause long enough to address any of them, and they're just sort of moving inexorably forward, almost autonomously. And if you put it all together, you're like, what are we watching here? We're watching like an actual pivot point in history. And I don't think I'm not an alarmist by temperament. I have a sunny disposition, I think.
This dude reminds me of Will Ferrell.
And but I don't see you can reach any other conclusion from that.
Well,
all right, so that was a long-winded video. Basically, there's this so IBM is creating, AI technology. They're part of that wave, and so apparently there's anti-white, which are policies not in. I wouldn't say this anti-white just makes it seem like y'all have had it tough for a long time, bro. Makes it seem like y'all might have been enslaved or been subject to gas chambers or something, which to my knowledge I'm pretty sure is not true and hasn't happened. So, but with that being said, I don't think that Charlie's crying wolf in this situation. I think that, well, Charlie's a Christian, and I believe the Bible says that you will reap what you sow. So, unfortunately, I think that this is one of those scenarios because the American government spent 400 years sowing some seeds that I'm pretty sure they would regret right about now. They're regretting right about now. Those seeds, those 400 years of all that energy you put out into the atmosphere. Yeah, that stuff. What does it say? You will reap what you sow. So it has to come back to you like a boomerang. So I feel like the descendants of the colonizers and the people who created this country are in for a rude awakening. They're going to be the you know, they're going to basically reap the negative consequences that the American government colonizers sowed 400 years ago. So this could actually possibly be some anti-white stuff, and there could possibly be an anti-white movement for some time. Now, I don't understand why Charlie or anybody isn't really addressing this. But if you guys are claiming all this Christian stuff, which I don't even buy, by the way, you guys are so arrogant, bro, in the way you talk. Um, you guys should understand that what you reap, you sow. I mean, no one's gonna deny that the American government participated in slavery. So at this point, it's just about what do you believe? Do you believe that spiritual stuff is true? Or do you not believe that? Because I don't know. That's just one way to look at it, guys. That's just one way to look at it. But definitely be weary out for this anti-white technology, I guess you could call it. Um I'll have to do because that video was kind of a big explanation of nothing. Basically, it's about whistleblowers in these companies. Um, yeah. Um, well, I'll keep you guys updated on that. All right.